Good morning, guys. How we doing?
Good morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin?
Yeah. Okay. So if you're new to our channel, I'm Joe. This is Kevin. We're starting a new TV show, Arrested Development.
Yep. Just wrapped up The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
We did.
Last week.
We're looking for another comedy show to kind of fit into our slate, and we've never seen this. We've heard a lot of great things about Arrested Development, but one of those shows that we've just never thought.
Right. I mean, it's been memed to death. You'd have to live under a rock not to know who the cast
David
is.
Cross.
David Cross. Obviously, this show was kind of responsible for the big adult, resurgence of oh my god, Jason Bateman.
Yeah,
obviously, Jason Bateman, who was a child actor who kind of really became a star after this.
Because he never really was a comedy actor, was he?
I mean, he was in comedies, but no one ever thought of this guy should be headlining movies and television series, right?
Because I think,
he was in Teen Wolf 2. He was, but he was in Necessary Roughness. I mean, he's been in comedies.
But after this, I feel like there was a huge stretch in the 2000s and even today, like Game Night, that horrible Melissa McCarthy movie, Horrible Bosses. You know? So I mean, I feel like he's just. This kind of made him that guy, kind of like Vince Vaughn.
Right, yeah. He needed a really talented middle-aged actor who could play it straight. Because he's also done a lot of drama since then as well.
Ozark, obviously, which we briefly did on this channel, and you weren't crazy about it.
Right. It was a little too much. Really good show, really well done, really well written. Obviously a great cast. Too intense for my taste. I was like, I don't know if I could do this to myself.
Panic Attack, the series.
Day in and day out, yeah. But Will Arnett, obviously, came from this show.
Jeffrey Tambor, right?
Jeffrey Tambor was on it. I don't know if he was big before this. He had a career before
He was
this.
big before it, but I know the show was this kind of blew him up a little bit.
Sure. And Will Arnett, obviously. I don't know if you mentioned Will Arnett.
I don't know.
And Michael Cera.
I'm not entirely sure who's on it. Like I said, I dated somebody in the past who loved this show, and she's like, "You got to watch it. You got to watch it." And I just never got around to it. So here we are, 5 years later.
Right. Like I said, I've seen a million memes. I've been meaning to get to it. And one of the things that made me not jump into it was Netflix bought it, and then they did their own later seasons, and people said are
2 or 3 seasons, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 2. I think there's 5 total. I think Netflix did 2 of them.
Okay.
And apparently they're terrible. And so that I mean, it's like anything else, right? I love Dexter for 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And then and now the later seasons, which I'd never finished, really cheapened how I feel about that. Really cheapened the first ones.
Yeah.
Walking Dead is another one, right? You watch it for a while until you can't watch it because it goes bad.
It's like a train. When are you going to get off?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's why I never jumped into Arrested Development. So what we've decided we're going to do is kind of what people have suggested to us. We're just going to watch the 3 Fox seasons and not go with the Netflix seasons. They came way later, and apparently the quality is not near the same as far as the quality of the writing.
Yeah.
So I don't need to have a show I really like, kind of ruined at the end for me again.
Nobody likes that.
Right. The Office, I don't feel the same about The Office because of the last 2 seasons of The Office. I just don't.
I cherry pick episodes.
Absolutely. I love The Office. And then once Steve
Spader
once Steve Carell was gone, it was like, this is not the same show, and it just gets weirder and weirder and weirder.
It's a weird choice to have Steve Carell replaced with James Spader, right?
But I mean, he was only temporarily his replacement.
He was there for that whole season, but still, and regardless, we don't want to ruin we don't want to ruin this show if it is
with the bad seasons, right? We're gonna get started here. We do want to go ahead and welcome Ali Mohammed, Milana, Sam Fan, Ray Mickle, Kevin Morris, Renee Furland, Lorna, and RKB to our Patreon group. Thank you so much, guys. We're very, very happy you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you'd like to hit the like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we have coming your way.
If you'd like to see a full reaction to this and everything else we've watched or are watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. On all shows we're watching, including Arrested Development, we're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube. So by the time you're seeing this on YouTube, you can jump over to our Patreon and keep going. You will have to sync and watch along on your own Netflix or DVDs or whatever. You are only going to see and hear us for copyright purposes. We are also currently watching 30 Rock as a Patreon exclusive.
Monday is really our comedy day now.
It is now, yeah, absolutely.
Look what the homosexuals have done to me.
Currently, she's upset that her husband's retirement party is being upstaged by a group of gay protesters.
No, I didn't know. Portia de Rossi? Ellen's wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
As a youthful act of defiance, Lindsay married this man.
There he is. David Cross. Not on the boat.
Yes, this is his family. So why is Michael so happy? Because he's decided to never speak to these people again.
I get it.
Oh.
I get it.
Yeah.
They seem like a tough crowd.
What comes before everything? What if we always said is the most important thing?
Oh, Michael Cera.
Breakfast.
Family.
The most important thing. It's so little of this.
Frozen banana salesman / child.
To prove his dedication to the family business, Michael has decided to live here, in the model unit of his father's latest housing tract.
Finally be able to get you what you deserve, you know? Like a real home.
This is a real home.
It's a fake home, son. You want the loops or the flakes today?
You have to loops the flakes. Reuben Howard produced this?
It sounds kind of like he might be the narrator.
Is it?
It sounds like him.
Oh, that's perfect, Joe. Or wait a minute. I just remembered something. Dad's retiring, not turning 6.
Oh, the Russos directed this.
Oh, wow.
So what? Lindsay's been staying at the Four Seas for like a month. She's probably charging the company.
Lindsay's been in town for a month?
I don't think so.
I like the dramatic turn on the segue there. I like the handheld here.
Yeah.
If you're saying I play favorites, you're wrong. I love all my children equally. I don't care for Joe.
God.
Don't care for Joe.
How's your job search coming?
It's good.
Yeah?
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
It's still going to be good.
Tobias recently lost his medical license for
Yeah.
administering CPR to a person who, as it turned out, was not having a heart attack.
Oh my God.
Started broken.
That sweet sting of sweat in your eyes. As Buster, you can't do that on the balcony, buddy.
We should teach them a lesson.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
And be like, I met the cutest guy. And then she'll see you and me totally making out.
What?
She'd freak out, and I'd be like, Mom, if we saw each other more often, this wouldn't happen.
But we're cousins.
That's what makes it funny.
But isn't it against the law?
It's just against everything. You know?
Yeah.
You know, I do really like frozen bananas.
I never had one.
Really good.
Searching through his wife's luggage for an outfit.
Looks
I
like a
should say
pirate.
so. Look at the blouse, sir.
He really thought it was pirate themed.
Then, mistaking a group of garishly dressed men for pirates, Tobias
Oh
boarded
my
a van
God.
full of homosexuals.
Oh my
he was
God.
he was on the boat.
Jesus.
Oh my God, I have the exact same blouse.
I like it better on him.
It's a good callback.
I give you the new CEO for the Bluth Company.
It's a ridiculous outfit. Yeah.
My favorite Bluth. I'm the sexiest creature I have ever laid eyes on. My lovely wife, Lucille.
That's why she winked. That's crazy.
Sorry, it's not the right time.
This is like some Succession stuff, right?
Really, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Did Succession rip off Arrested Development?
Probably, yeah. Because these guys all seem like they're the worst, too.
Time to move on.
I guess we're gonna see you guys even less now.
I told you we should have taught them a lesson.
Lindsay!
That's so weird.
Yeah. It's a weird lesson.
Dolores, listen to me. Empty the account.
Why are you crying?
Oh my God. So these people are just crooks.
He said, why are you crying?
Find us a channel of the ocean.
Gee, I don't really have any of my mapping equipment with me.
You've had $80,000 worth of cartography lessons. Get us to channel to the ocean.
$80,000 of cartography lessons.
The Bluth family dominated the news that night.
Solutions, Dad.
President George Bluth was arrested tonight for defrauding investors and using the company as his personal piggy bank.
Okay.
Perhaps a good trick for a human, but the dogs found him almost instantly.
What an adventure, gang. Oh, I thought that the homosexuals were pirates, but it turns out that most of them were actors in the local theater.
Theater.
It's so stupid.
It has...
You're gay.
No. I'm not gay. No, Lindsay, how many times must we have this?
They are going to keep Dad in prison at least until this gets all sorted out. Also, the attorney said that they're going to have to put a halt on the company's expense account.
Yeah. And I'm putting Buster in charge.
It's a good choice.
It's a good choice.
He's had business classes.
Wait. 18th century agrarian business, but I guess it's all the same principles.
It's not.
And this is I'm a Bad, Bad Man from Annie Get Your Gun. I'm...
Oh my God!
Does MIT have a psycholinguistics program?
I have no idea. Maybe not. I don't know.
We'll set you up in Arizona in one of our finest estates.
Attic or main house?
We need Michael.
We need ice.
We need you to come back and run the business.
Ah, okay. Well then, so technically it's not really an intervention, it's a little bit more of an imposition?
Yeah.
I'm tempted to kiss again, right, so we can teach them a lesson.
Why would that teach them a lesson?
No, I mean, to freak them out.
We liked it.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense.
But isn't that what makes it funny? I'm laughing. Let's go fish. Uno.
Go fishing, Will.
He's always had great timing.
Yeah.
I quit.
Probably a good career move.
Yeah.
These guys, the SEC, they've been after me for years. I put you in charge. You're going to be wearing one of these orange jumpsuits.
Yeah, that's probably true. What about...
They cannot arrest a husband and wife for the same crime.
Yes, they can.
So he's an idiot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that that's true, Dad.
Right.
I got the worst attorneys.
Oh my God. How sincere that was. A little wink.
It was just so funny those lawyers told him that.
The bleeps. The bleeps always get me.
Well, since Mom died, it's been kind of lonely, and just wish we could all stay here.
Oh, this is going to get him, isn't it?
I need a hand with the van, please.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's actually really sweet.
I really love the frenetic handheld camera work in this.
I do.
A lot.
They kind of,
because this show is so manic. It works so well with it.
It's not the same thing, but they kind of use it in the first Marvel movie they did, Captain America 2.
Oh, did they?
There's a lot of handheld in that too.
And I want my son to be happy, so maybe we should be in each other's lives.
I'd like that.
I would have taken the job.
I would have too.
Yeah.
We're out of here.
Yeah.
Wait, his son's name is George Michael.
Yeah.
I'm just now catching that.
It is going to be a little crowded, though, so I think you're going to have to share a room with your cousin.
Wow.
This show's awesome.
that was so frenetic. I love every bit they set up. They had a payoff for later.
Yeah,
I mean, it was really, really incredible writing there.
I can't believe I just the George Michael thing clicked at the very end. Like it's like every little detail is like so specific. You know?
Yeah,
it's really well thought out.
Let me make sure I turn on the captions for the next one because this was definitely a blink and you miss it kind of show for sure.
It flew by though,
yeah.
and I feel like in the best possible way. Like obviously, like I like it. That's why we like 30 Rock because a bunch of jokes just fly at you.
Absolutely,
it's a joke per minute. You know.
Yeah, I mean the cast they got together for this
really
show.
No, I mean like they're obviously huge now,
right? I'm sure the show is what really blew them up, right?
It has to be, right? Because like to get that many people in demand,
right?
It makes me wonder because I remember when Netflix did bring it back, it wasn't that long ago, right? It was like 2016.
I don't know.
Which I say that's not that long ago. It's almost 10 years ago.
But it was way after the first run for sure.
And then I think they did whenever they did the next series for Netflix. I think even that was a little. Might have been a few years after when they brought it back.
I don't know. I just know that there was like 2 seasons they did on that.
Well, I was on Twitter then, and I still am. But like I was on Twitter then, and like I remember hearing about it, and then I think it was a few years later. So I wonder if that's the case because they're so in demand. Like these actors are so popular now. Like even Tony Hale. Tony Hale really blew up after Toy Story 4.
Was he in Toy Story 4?
He was
I saw it once. I don't remember it.
The Spork.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But he's also a writer. He's been in a lot of things.
Yeah, no, he works all the time for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like all these actors are crazy busy, and obviously, I think it's really fun that obviously Jason Bateman and Will Arnett have a friendship from this.
Oh yeah, because they had their podcast, right?
The podcast is delightful. If you guys haven't listened to it, it's a really
I've never listened to it. I've heard good
very
things.
entertaining. They get everybody too. But yeah, this was a great episode, and I'm not familiar with Portia
de Rossi. I don't know if I've ever seen her in anything. I just know who she is because she was obviously she's married to Ellen DeGeneres, so she was like pretty big, like on the celebrity scene.
She didn't have to work that much there,
right? Yeah, exactly.
She's married to Ellen, who's richer than God. But even her role was fantastic. I loved her little bit of trying to cry.
Yeah.
The banana stand's a great quirky touch. Like it's a banana stand. Like it's so weird.
Right.
Like it's a very weird concept. Jeffrey Tambor, who I think he had some issues, so I don't think he's working as much anymore.
Yeah, after Transparent, which I've never watched, but I've heard is really good.
So my buddy who lives in LA, shout out to Diego if you're watching, I miss you. When he first moved back to LA from there originally, he did security on sets.
Mm-hmm.
He got to meet him.
That's cool.
For Transparent.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's the one connection to that show I have. I never watched it. Maybe I'll watch it down the road. But I think Jeffrey Tambor, what I've seen him in, he's always been great.
Yeah. No, he's a really talented guy.
Don't know if he's a good person, but
right, yeah.
But he's a great actor.
I can't keep up on it, so
it's been so long at this point, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is a really fun episode. I like that they do the what's happening next week.
I'm kind of curious. It sounded like Ron Howard because I saw his name in the credits, and
he produced it, which is weird.
Right. Like, the narrator sounded like him. Because I've seen a million interviews with him.
Is it? I mean, that'd be really funny if it is Ron Howard.
It's
prestigious director,
right? Yeah, just narrating his own show.
Yeah, a show that's pretty off the rails. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be like if Steven Spielberg.
That's true.
Maybe not that level. Well,
not far.
It'd be like if Spielberg was like narrating 30 Rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
That's pretty. It's pretty out there. So.
Yeah, but that was pretty great.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. It was so incredibly quotable too.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense why there's so many memes.
Illusions, Dad.
Yeah.
I don't have time for my illusions.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to the next one on this. Thanks for being here with us, guys. We'll catch you then.
We'll see you.